Hi there, so we're now at the beginning of June and I will give you a little tour of the allotment and how things are going. I've been really busy down here. I've had a bit of time to manage to rotivate everything and just give the garden a really good clean, so everything's looking really good. Everything's potted up as it should be, and everything's going really well for a change. As I said last year, I didn't really have a lot of time on the allotment, so work came first last year, but I've got another 2 lads working for us now, so I've got a bit more spare time on the allotment, so the allotment's looking really good. As I say, I've rotivated all the garden. All the beds have now been rotivated twice, fertiliser's been added, and the dahlias are almost ready to go in. So all I'm waiting for now is the blackweed suppressant, and then I'll basically just put the hoses. You can see the hoses, I've just laid them flat on the garden there. I'll lay the hoses down where they need to go, put the plastic on, burn the holes in for ready for the dahlias, and then I'll start planting out. I have got enough room for about 200 dahlias in here. I've got 300 in total to pick from, and then I'll just be sharing the spares out amongst everyone on the allotment, so plenty to go at, plenty choice. So top section here, I've just basically put the timber there ready to make another bed. This section used to have a big shed on, in the previous guy who had the allotment before us put basically buried glass in that corner, so glass rises with the frost in the winter, just squeezing its way out. So I get a lot of glass in that corner. So what I've done is I've built it up, just put soil from the other beds, membrane underneath, and then just raised it up. And what I'll do is I'll put the timber around the outside, just to create a bed shape, and that should get us another 10 plants in the ground there. This is all the rubbish which I've cleared over the last couple of days. Basically, my allotment was just filled with rubbish, but I've managed to work my way through it and clear all the rubbish from there, clear between the tunnel and greenhouse, round the back, so it's nice and clean for a change. So really happy with that. So yeah, that's the dahlias. Dahlia bed's ready. We'll have a look at the carrots. So basically, this is the carrot beds, and what I found last week was the carrots, this section here was dug up by a cat, and it's now using it as its litter tray. So just this section here, we're missing a few carrots, so these things happen. I haven't seen the cat for over a week now, so hopefully it's disappeared, but no misses apart from that section which has been devoured by a cat, but they're looking really good, can't complain. So that's with the carrots. Onto the chrysanthemums. They've now had their second stop. So these chrysanths are for the show in November, Shrewsbury, and I think there's a northern show as well. So I'm growing anemones and late flowering singles. So they've just been, as I say, they've just had their second stop, and they've also been sprayed with growth retardant. The reason for spraying with growth retardant is because if I didn't, they'd be grown higher than they'd be able to manage. So I'm hopefully going to keep them to the 6 foot mark in height, and I'll be able to manage them that way. But if I didn't, they'd grow to over 8 foot tall, so unable to manage them. So they've just had the bit spray there. We'll have a look in the leek tunnel. And the leeks are motoring along. So the Yorkshire giants at the back there are measuring 12 inches around, and the Cumbrian is averaging about 9 inches around. There's a couple which are bigger. They're all still nice and clean, no thrip on them, and growing really fast, if not too fast. So things could go Pete tongue with them growing too big, but we'll wait and see come September time. And in the centre is half of the dahlias, so plenty to go out there. They'll be getting moved outside next week, so this tunnel will be clear, and hopefully I'll get them in the ground as soon as possible. We'll have a quick squeeze through. It's getting a bit tight in between them chrysanthemums. So more dahlias down the centre of the tunnel there, and these are the spare onions. I had some issues with them, a couple there gone to seed, but hey ho, did think that might happen. And the spare leeks, these are all Yorkshire giants, and they're a bit behind the other ones, but hopefully they'll make it for the likes of Malvern, which is late September, so fingers crossed with them. And into the tunnel, into the greenhouse, sorry. So what I've got here is the giant tomatoes, and these are for September shows, so they're pretty small, but it's basically grown it to get a triple or quadruple mega bloom on, and that's basically to get 4 fused tomatoes in one. Well, it grows as one tomato, but it's basically four tomatoes fused together. So that's what I'm aiming for. I've got 10 tomato plants down here, plus 2 spare at the top there, and I'll be putting them in airpots as well, and they're all in 9 litre airpot, and hopefully I can get a record out of them, but we'll wait and see. At the back there, that's the last batch of dahlia cuttings which I've just potted up today, and they'll be getting planted out along with the other lot that you've seen in there. We'll have a quick look down the bottom. I haven't showed you down here for a while because I've just tidied it up, but my son's basically just planted all of the strawberry plants. Maybe it's a bit later than what we should have done, but as I said, I'm just trying to get on top of it now. And in here is the Gladiola Combs. This bed here is an absolute nightmare for bindweed, or Japanese knotweed, which some people call it. I've managed to eradicate it at the top end of the garden just by growing through a weed suppressant, but the bottom end is just an absolute nightmare. So I might try and dig all of it out and put new soil in, but we'll see what happens with that bed this year. But as I say, no misses with the gladiolas. I've got about, well, I think I've got about near enough 100 in there, so plenty to go at. So that's it, just a quick jiffy round the garden. I'll try and get a video done of his planting out the dahlias, and then it's all go for the season. Everything's planted out. That's it. Thanks for watching.